the first thing we kind of do on Seasoned Professional is we look at a childhood photo of yourself. So you brought one in for us. Let's take a look at this one.
Okay, there we go.
Alrighty, fabulous. Do you want to show the cameras for us? And for those of us listening, what are we looking at?
Okay, so this is a picture of little Chloe when I think I was about 7, 8 years old. Mm-hmm. This is in a pub garden. I remember being there with my little sisters and my parents, probably outside with a little bottle of orange juice and a packet of ready salted crisps, doing what I absolutely loved to do most when I was little, and that was moving and cartwheeling and handstanding.
Amazing. So for any of us who are listening at the moment, we have a picture of Chloe at the age of about 8, you said?
I think 7, 8. Yeah.
7, 8. She's got 2 pigtails in her hair, and it looks like you're about to do a cartwheel, which
Most
is
definitely
a skill I actually never learned how to do, which is so horrendous of me. I still can't do a cartwheel. Isn't that terrible?
I don't think it's terrible.
I feel like that's the epitome of childhood, is doing the cartwheels and the monkey bars.
Yeah, and maybe handstands in a swimming pool.
Yeah, 100%. And then everyone would be like, oh, that's a 5 out of 10. That's a 7 out of 10. Amazing. So going back to your childhood, you said you had some siblings. Bring me through, where are you in that sibling dynamic? Are you the middle child, the oldest?
I'm the oldest of 3 girls.
Okay.
So I've got a younger sister, Lucy. She's 2 years younger than me. And I've got a sister, Emma, who's 6 years younger.
And did you have that typical big sister attitude towards them?
It's funny. I think I was probably a bit of a pain in the neck.
Do you think?
I think I was a little bit of a bossy boots.
Oh,
okay. Because I was the oldest.
Uh-huh.
But although I was the oldest, as we grew up, I was always the smallest.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Which was quite interesting, yeah, because trying to be the bossy one who knows everything, and when you're a little bit smaller is quite interesting.
Did people mistake you as being younger?
Sometimes.
Yeah. How did that make you feel?
How did it make me feel? Well, probably I didn't like it that much.
Mm-hmm.
My mum always used to say things like, well, the best things come in small packages, Chloe.
Fun-sized.
I see, fun-sized sounds good.
Yeah, fun-sized is great. It's
But
like the little candy bars you get for Halloween.
yeah.
It's fun-sized. It's perfect. That's what you can call yourself now.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold on to that, thanks.
So you're a little bit bossy towards your siblings. Did that kind of, as you said, bossy boots nature, did that kind of filter into other areas of your life? Were you like that in school, with your friends, or what kind of were you like in those different areas?
I think probably as a sister I was a bossy boots and maybe a little bit of a show off. But I don't think that transpired in the same way when I was with my friends or at school. I think I really wanted to fit in a bit more.
And when you mean fit in a little bit more, how do you mean? What did you want to fit in with?
The cool kids. I wanted to be liked. I wanted to be loved. I wanted to be not thought of as different in any way.
Were you thought of as different?
Internally, potentially, but I don't think anybody else felt that way about me.
And what about it internally did you feel was different?
I can't really put my finger on it. I mean, when I think to how I am now, maybe it's a little bit of a ADHD tendency.
Okay.
But as a child, I just remembering, I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be doing the right thing. I didn't want to be standing out.
You wanted to be good almost?
Maybe good, yeah.
Tell me what your childhood was like, your home life. Was it happy?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long time ago. But I remember spending a lot of time in the garden, practicing my handstands, collecting caterpillars, making potions with my sisters out of rose petals and talcum powder, that kind of thing.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Going to friends' houses and playing Murder in the Dark. That was a really good memory.
Murder in the Dark?
You've never played Murder in the Dark?
No. Sounds great, though.
Yeah, so you've got a a group of people together.
Mm-hmm.
One of you must have bits of paper. I haven't played it for years since I was a child, but you decide who's going to be the murderer and who's going to be the detective.
Okay.
And then you turn the lights off. And my friend's parents had a really big house with 2 staircases.
Oh, perfect.
So we would be creeping around trying not to get murdered, because somebody would tap you on the back at some point and say, you've been murdered. And then this huge scream would come out of nowhere, and then the lights would get back on. You'd have to try and figure out, who was the murderer.
That sounds fun. I like that.
It was really fun, but those are my memories from childhood, really.
Yeah. So very active, pretty positive from what I'm
very, very active.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny how you don't recognize how active your childhood was until somebody asks you. But I used to do gymnastics, swimming, diving.
Wow.
All different types of dance, so ballet, jazz, tap, modern.
Wow.
Horse riding.
Oh my goodness.
So I suppose fairly privileged.
And do you think was the active endeavors that you did, was it something innate in you, or did your parents just sign you up for it?
I think, no, I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And I was lucky that I was able to have that opportunity.